Hi, I'm Megan, again back here and for week 2 with EventCollab Clues Tip of the Week. I hope to have a guest on this week, but it didn't work out with being able to have the two people on at the same time, but I'm hoping for next week for sure, so please tune in. Every week I'm going to be doing tips with guests that are customers, people from our team, and myself in a way to help y'all use EventCollab in your work lives and hopefully entice those of you who aren't using it yet to check it out. So each week we'll be covering something different. Last week I talked about circles, which is how we control our permissions, and a really easy way for you to be able to control who sees what within your events within EventCollab online. EventCollab, of course, is a event project management tool that's intended to help you and your teams planning your events to be more efficient and collaborative by having one central place online where you can manage every single element of all of your events in a really easy and affordable way. So last week I said we talked about circles. This week we're going to talk to-dos. So we know events are a task-based business, right? Everything we do goes onto an Excel spreadsheet or goes onto a checklist, and we want to check it off as done. It's just our nature. That's what we do. We probably add something to a list just so we can check it off, even if it wasn't on there, right? So we know we're never going to get rid of your spreadsheets, but this task to-do element of EventCollab is intended to maybe take that spreadsheet down from 20 tabs to, I don't know, maybe 5. You can easily add to-dos within your events, and so I'm going to talk through kind of how that goes. Again, next week and in the following weeks, well, I'll have screen share when I have other guests and whatnot, so I'll be able to show you exactly what I'm talking about. But I thought this was a pretty easy one for you to visualize, right? You don't really need to see this piece necessarily, but we also all these videos are going to be on our YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. I'm creating a playlist where all of these videos will be put, and so you'll be able to watch them in order. But we also have some really good videos on there right now of how each piece of EventCollab works. So there's already a video on there on to-dos and on templating with to-dos. We're not going to talk about templating today. That'll be a topic for another day. But basically, every team that you have that goes in a circle, right? We talked about that last week, how those circles are work groups. And then you're going to create to-dos and you're going to assign them to circles or people. You can also assign it to a circle and then a person within that circle, so that even though everyone in the team might not have that responsibility, everyone on that circle, everyone on that team has visibility into what other people are up to within the event and what's been done and what hasn't. So the beautiful thing about to-dos, well, one of the many beautiful things, is that you can really filter viewing all the to-dos by just everything on an event, what still needs to be done, so those that are incomplete, what are in your circles, what are assigned to you, and then you can also group them by circle, person, due date, or date created. A really nice thing is that you can also export it out to CSV. Not necessary, but you might have a boss or somebody who wants to see it, or maybe you want to get see what, like, in terms of milestones, see where you are in the process, and that's something that you can then look back on and see, hey, last year at this point, where were we in the planning process? You can also import a CSV file. So we know a lot of you don't want to rekey every to-do. You can absolutely key in to-dos as you come up with them, but you can also import a CSV file that already has those listed, and so that'll save you a step. You do have to make sure that the template fits what the headers need to be so that they match up when you upload. But other than that, then you can just change the who's assigned to and the due date, basically. And then you can create template to-dos. So you say you entered all of your pre-marketing to-dos rather than having to redo that, you can save those as a template, and then that template is available to everyone in your organization. So moving forward, everyone can use that template. You can also import templates that have already been created. So say you created an event and you know that that marketing template, that pre-marketing template is out there, you can select that and import it, and again, you just change, you know, who's assigned to and when it's due. So that is To-Do's in a nutshell. We do have color coding too, so you kind of get a bird's eye view, quick view of what's overdue or what's due today, what do we still have time on, and that kind of thing. And then we have a really, really big feature set called Showbook that's in development right now. And once that is completed, we will be making a lot of updates to To-Do's. So there will be a lot more features and things that'll make it even better than it is right now. So next week, I hope to have a current customer. My goal is to talk about Google Drive integration. So if you're a Google Drive user and you're not using EventCollab yet, if you are, you already know, but it's one of the best things about EventCollab for those who are using Google Drive. We also have Dropbox, and OneDrive integration. So if you're using those cloud platforms, then you're good to go there as well. But there's some really awesome benefits about Drive that are different. And so I'm hoping to get someone on who will be able to dive into that a little bit and talk really about how important cloud computing is right now as well. So thank you for tuning in again, and we may be shifting the time earlier in the day. Finding late in the day on a Friday is tough for people. So if you're watching the replay, thank you also for watching the replay. I see I just had someone come online, and I'm wrapping up, but hopefully you'll watch the replay. And I encourage all of you who haven't used EventCollab yet, please, please, please go to eventcollab.com and sign up. You get up to 3 events at no charge. So you just put in your email, no credit card or anything, and check it out. Kick the tires. Really, it's such an efficient way to manage your events. So thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you next week.